What if you feel like you're giving 70% and your partner is only giving 30? Not because they don't care, but because they don't see it the same way. And the hardest part is realizing that love alone doesn't fix imbalance. Because sometimes the problem isn't loud. There are no screaming matches. No dramatic breakups. No obvious villains. Just a quiet imbalance that slowly drains the person who's always giving more. This is a true Reddit relationship story. A man who feels like he's carrying most of the weight, while his partner stays comfortable. On the surface, everything looks fine, but underneath, something feels deeply wrong. I've been in a long-term relationship with my girlfriend. She's pleasant, calm, easygoing. She rarely gets upset. She texts often. She's generally nice to be around. If you looked at us from the outside, you'd probably think everything was healthy. But I've been feeling something for a long time, and I can't ignore it anymore. If I had to estimate, I'd say I contribute about 70% of our relationship. I handle most of the household chores. I plan our holidays. I book the trips. I organize everything. She usually just transfers her share of the money. Also manage our investment properties. The planning. The decisions. The responsibility. It's not just about finances. It's about time. Effort. Mental energy. Mental load doesn't announce itself. It doesn't ask for attention. It doesn't make noise. It simply accumulates until exhaustion feels normal. And the person carrying it often doesn't realize how heavy it's become until they're already drained. I've tried talking to her about this more than once. I explain how overwhelmed I feel. I explain what I need. She listens. She apologizes. She says she'd try to do better. And for a moment, it feels like something might change. But then, nothing does. When effort becomes one-sided, love slowly turns into obligation. Not because feelings disappear, but because energy does. She's not a bad person, and I don't believe she doesn't love me. But love without action, without effort, without balance, starts to feel empty. It feels like carrying a relationship alone. Some people believe relationships are 50-50, but real life isn't math. Sometimes it's 60-40. Sometimes it's 70-30. The real problem begins when it never swings back. We keep having the same conversations, the same apologies. The same promises. Some people grow together, some people grow apart, and sometimes one person grows tired of waiting. Relationships aren't about keeping score, but they are about balance. If only one person keeps showing up, both people eventually lose. What would you do in his place?